Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Keto and the Chaos. My name is Tammy, and on this channel, I like to share all my tips and tricks on how I lost 200 pounds without surgery and how you can be successful in your own weight loss journey. So if that's what you're looking for, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for more videos like this one to inspire you to get started. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to a new episode, I guess, of Tammy's Tidbits. I haven't really done a lot of vlogging for you guys lately. Mostly I've been concentrating on my vlog over on Hide and Seek. If you haven't joined us over there to see my crazy life with my 9 children, you should definitely go check that website out. And it's at the end card, but it's also in the description below, I think. So you should check us out over there. Anyway, this video, I wanted to talk about how things went for me in June. And also show you the pictures that I took that are like my weight loss journey slideshow pictures. So I went into June with not super high expectations. I was feeling kind of down on myself. I had gained on the scale 22 pounds on the scale, and I was just sad. I had seen myself in video and thought, oh my gosh, girl, you look big. Like, not in a good way. Like, oh, I can't look at that. And honestly, I really don't think I look that much different. I think it's just my headspace changed, and I found myself ready for the next step in the journey all of a sudden. For the last 9 months, I basically hadn't been ready, and I talked about it all the time, how I just didn't want to lose any more weight and how I just really needed to chillax for a minute and have a break. And I think I just really needed that. I don't exactly know if it's like the seasons or what, but it seems to me like summer is just when I feel like losing weight. And so I decided that I was going to do a keto cut in June. So what I mean by a keto cut is that I am always keto. When I first went into keto, I didn't intend to be keto forever. I thought this was going to be another crash diet. I would lose all the weight and then I would go back to eating the yum stuff and have my happy life as a skinny person. That, of course, unrealistic. And as I got into keto and I realized how great I felt, I realized that this was going to be a long-term thing for me. Also, I started doing the research, like from Dr. Finney on vertahealth.com. The link's in the About section to his blog. But he basically told me that it's sustainable, that I can do this forever. It wasn't a crash diet. It was just a way to eat. And I went, okay, finally something that is an answer. Finally something I can do forever to keep myself thin and healthy. I cannot even imagine it, but I'm going to do it. So basically, so what I'm saying when I do a keto cut, it means that I've gone from a higher level of keto calories to a lower level of keto calories. So I always keep my protein level at 120 or higher. I am doing that to maintain my lean body mass. I've done a lot of videos on that. You can check out the video about protein. It's an old video. You'll probably be laughing at how I look different because I look so much different now than I did when I started. Not just because of the weight loss, but also because of the braces, because I just got my braces off. So I have a lot of things. My teeth are completely different. I've changed a lot of things, which is weird, but it's also cool. Anyway, there's a lot of videos on the protein and why I do it that way. And there's also articles on vertahealth.com. I have a lot of information about that on my Facebook page. So if you're interested in learning more and doing it yourself, definitely come check us out. The link is also in the About section. We got lots of good stuff down there. But anyway, suffice it to say that I keep my protein at 120 or higher, no matter whether I'm choosing to lose weight or just keep it off. So I'm probably never, ever, ever going to go back to being a carb eater or standard American diet eater. It is not healthy for me. It doesn't do good for my emotions. It doesn't do well for my body. And so when I'm going into a keto cut, all I'm doing is lowering my calories. I keep my protein level still at the same. So what do I use to drastically lower my calories? I drop my dietary fat, which I know for keto people sounds terrible. But I'm telling you right now, it works. And this is why. When you drop your dietary fat and you're fat adapted already, your body just automatically burns body fat as a fuel source when it runs out of dietary fat. You're going to have fewer ketones in your blood because your body is literally only making the ones it needs. So don't panic if you're a tester and your ketone levels go down. The reason for that is because you're using them all up, and that's a good thing. You shouldn't have extra ketones just floating around willy-nilly in your urine or your blood. Like, come on. Who needs extra ketones? We need to burn body fat to make the ketones we need each day and not have excess. Okay, so that's basically how this works. My current macros I stick to is 120 protein, like I said, that's grams, and between 50 and 80 grams of fat. So that's where I control the calorie level. The lower I can get that to closer to 50, the lower the calories are going to be. So anywhere between 1,000 calories to 1,300 calories. So some people might think that's extremely low calorie, but let me explain why it isn't. Because our body needs that 75% fat that keto is famous for. Your body will just get the extra calories that it needs from body fat. Brilliant, right? So your body is not actually starving. Your body gets plenty of calories. It just gets them from the place you're trying to get rid of them, your body fat stores. So don't be panicking about the low calorie number. I know that sounds really scary, but Dr. Finney has done a lot of studies on the low calorie thing, and it's actually only extended fasting that's going to permanently damage your metabolism. The reason why when you go back off of keto that you gain a lot of weight is because people tend to overeat their calories because they get a lot more hungry than when they were on keto. So if you keep your calories in check, you're not going to gain the weight back, even if you go back on a standard American diet. It's just harder to do that because when you're running on carbohydrates, your body begs you for them more often because it can't just collect them from your body. When you're fat adapted, it just goes right into your body fat stores for energy. It's a seamless thing, which is why it works so great. So that being said, I do under 20 net carbs to keep myself in ketosis no matter what I am doing, maintenance or whatever. Sometimes with maintenance, I'll go up to 30 and risk kicking myself out, but I don't actually eat anything that isn't like keto friendly. I don't go out and eat like full on cake or donut or something or drink sugar soda. I try to be careful. If I go over, it's usually because I indulge in a couple of Quest products or something like that and it pushed me over. So that's what I do in maintenance. Anyway, that all being said, results for June have been epic. So as of today, June 30th, my weight officially hit 179.4, which is the same weight I was last year in September, right before I hit that 200 pounds lost. So I decided for funsies, since I keep track of all of my measurements, I was going to go see where I was at, like weight-wise, on June 30th last year and measure myself and compare the numbers and the measurements. So I went back, and as irony would have it, on June 30th last year, I actually weighed at 179.6. So basically the same weight. And I'm like, okay, this will be a good comparison then. I'll do my measurements. I should be exactly the same as what I was this time last year based on the scale. So I did my measurements, and much to my surprise, I was 6.25 inches smaller than the same weight last year. Why I'm looking in the mirror and thinking that I'm bigger is beyond me. It's a mental thing. Maybe I looked a little bigger because I was retaining quite a bit of water. Because I got up to 196 and I had been at 174. I have lost almost all of that in 30 days, right? So a lot of it was just water retention. So my tissues were swollen. I looked bigger, but I necessarily wasn't that much bigger. So I actually, a couple weeks ago, tried on a pair of capris that I bought, or long shorts that I bought for my trip to Walt Disney World. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I went to Walt Disney World last August to meet up with some awesome keto peeps. And it was super fun. But I tried on the pants that I had bought, and I could not fit into them 2 weeks ago. Today I tried them on, and they fit. Size 8. So a lot can happen in a very short amount of time, especially if you're very, very careful. I was so careful with my macros this month. I didn't have one single day that I was above 1,300 calories. I hit my protein exactly almost every single day, and I kept my fats lower than I really thought I could. And look what happened. Body fat burned, right? Inches lost. I'm so, so happy. So even though on the scale, I still say the same, I am dramatically smaller than I was this time last year. I love that. So awesome. So anyway, now I'm looking forward to July and August, but coming up this week and for July, I'm really nervous because I have 3 big days. Tomorrow is my 26th wedding anniversary, and I know we're probably going for prime rib because we haven't had prime rib since the COVID. That's like 5 whole months. And we used to go like all the time to get a prime rib. So yeah, I think we're getting prime rib. So I'm going to pre-track that. But then I also have my daughter's birthday the next day. Then also Independence Day on Saturday. And I really like to have a barbecue with some really yummy Jello salad that has lots of calories. So I'm trying to decide what I'm doing this week for July. I don't really want to sabotage my weight loss because I'm super, super happy about it. But I'm going to make conscious decisions to eat higher fat on one or more of these days because it's a holiday. And that's what makes it so great. All right, so that's my plan for July. And then 3 weeks will be like basically perfect macros as much as I possibly can. July is tough because I do have a lot of things going on in July, but I think I can do it. I really think I can do it. So officially, guys, I'm really close to being back to the 200 pounds lost and to being the smallest I've ever been, which is awesome. Also means I've probably put on some lean mass this year, even though I put on some weight. Water weight, I probably put on some lean mass as well because I'm thinner at this weight than I was last year, which is awesome. So that is the one thing about keeping the proteins high that really seems to do wonders. You really keep the calories level lower by keeping those protein levels high and building that lean mass, which burns more body fat. And I think I'm just sitting in a better place this year than I was last year. So that being said, I do have a slideshow. It's pretty quick, but it's going to show you like the way I looked at the very beginning. And I had a different pair of pants on, and I apologize for not wearing the same pants, but I ended up buying a pair of pants the next week, and I didn't want to wear the saggy baggy ones. Sorry. So the very first ones, I'm wearing my comfy pants. And then after that, I'm wearing the pants that I bought from Walmart. And they are a little too big for me. So I might have to switch to another pair of pants in July. Yay. So let's see the slideshow. Not a dramatic difference, but I can definitely see some progress. I'm super excited to be sharing this journey with you guys. It's been pretty crazy this month, and it's been pretty crazy in 2020. So, hey, I call myself a huge success for being able to do anything in 2020 that doesn't involve gorging myself on donuts. So I'm glad you're here. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe because I've got a lot of videos coming up on my journey. And I'd love to have your support in my weight loss journey on my next step on the marathon that is weight loss. And I'm grateful to have you all here in my lives. Don't forget to check out all the great links in the about section below. Like this video, and we'll talk to you all again soon.